Hello, this is Mike with Mike's Watches Hong Kong. I'm here today to do a review of the Rolex Submariner, the latest model 114060. This, as you can see, is the clean dial. There's no date, so it's completely uniform and symmetrical on both sides. This is one of my favorite watches, and I just wanted to talk a little bit more about it. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask some comments. I'll be happy to answer them below and go over them later. So here's the watch. Black dial, very nice as you can see. Let's try to zoom in there a bit. So this is the latest model with the ceramic bezel. So what that gives you is a more scratch resistant bezel, and it is a unidirectional bezel as well. So you can only move it in one direction. So here that would be the counterclockwise direction. So you won't be able to turn it into clockwise. So here for every second that you have, you'll have 2 clicks. So if you go all the way around, there would actually be 120 clicks. There's a beautiful pearl that's built in here at the 12 o'clock as well. So this does have the new random serial. So as you can see, there's some engraving there on the side, which has been done on the Rolex watches for quite some time. So you can see, yeah. Also, it does have the Oyster lock bracelet, which is just very nice. And you can set it however you want. If you want to share it with your partner, and maybe they have a smaller hand, you can have your size at the larger setting, and then when you hand it over to them, you can just very quickly put it here to the smallest setting. But actually what this is designed for is so that when you're wearing a wetsuit and you're going diving, that the smallest setting here would be for your hand, and then you could actually extend it here so it would fit over your suit. So that is like a quick lock, and it works very well. So I'll just put that on here. So it's a beautiful watch. Actually, it's one of my favorite watches, and I wear it probably the most frequently out of all my watches. So this does have the, as you can see with the crown there's the trip lock, and that's indicated by the 3 dots there. So that's how you know it's a trip lock. So on some of the other Rolexes, they'll have a straight line, and that would be like a double lock. So if you unscrew it here, so this is to the winding position. So perhaps if you need to wind a watch, it hasn't been used in a while, you just let it out once, and then you can wind it. So if you haven't worn it, you should probably wind it between 20 to 30 times, no more. And then since it is the no date, you just pull it out actually once, and then you'll be able to change the date. You go into forward or the reverse direction. So it's very, very easy to change, as you can see. And then just push it back in, and make sure you close it before you wear it, because it does to be waterproof. As you can see here, I'll forward the time a bit so you can see what the text is on the bottom. So it does say that it is waterproof onto 100 feet or 300 meters, but of course that is only if this is completely closed. So beautiful crown guards right here, and it has really nice polishing. So you can see here is a brushed polish, so it does get scratched if you use it, and I kind of like the look, but some people will actually polish it or send it in, and it's completely up to you. And again here on the clasp, you have the brushed finish in the middle and then the polished finish here on the sides. So this you can actually use like a Cape Cod cloth to clean it up. But again, I like the original look, so I haven't done anything with it here. So again, on the sides, these are all the polished look, and then again followed by the brushed. You have the brushed here, followed by the polish on the sides. So if you're thinking about, this is like a classic watch and probably one of the most popular ones for Rolex. So definitely recommend that you do get it. I haven't been diving, but I've been swimming with this in the ocean, and it works really well. But the salt does get on the watch very easily. So I definitely recommend, after you take it in salt water, that if you're taking a quick shower before heading home, make sure that your watch gets a thorough cleaning with fresh water, and then later probably use some mild soap when you get home to wash it, because the salt does get engraved. You can actually see it, especially on the stainless steel, sometimes on the screen, so you want to clean that off so it doesn't get stuck there. And at nighttime there's some really nice looms, so I'll put a light here on it so you can see what it looks like. It's very nice green color, shows up very nice, it lasts a long time. I see it a lot when I go into the movie theater, so it's really good. So as you can see there, it kind of looks a little bit more blue in the camera, but it is a little bit closer to the green, I would say, from how I see it. Another thing that I want to do is, because with the watches in the summer, I feel like your hands get a little bit bigger. In the winter when it's cooler, it's a little bit smaller, so the size is just, I think it's not fitting exactly right for me. So when you put it on, you do want your clasp to sit appropriately, and then as you can see when I put it over there, it's kind of hanging a little bit on that side. So I'm thinking I want to take something off on the 6 o'clock, add it on the 12 o'clock side, so ideally it would sit more even on my wrist. So I kind of want to go over bracelet sizings as well. So I'll show you the tools that I have that I'm going to use. So here is a Bergeon. It's a 1.6. So you actually know by the tips have different colors. So that's how you know the size. So yeah, they call it it's a 160. So 1.6. And then here, this would actually help to take off the bracelet from the head of the watch, and then this is a spring bar tool. So this is a Bergeon 6767F, and the F stands for the fine tip. So I haven't compared it with the other tip, but this is the tools that I'm going to use now. And one more thing, there is the Threadlocker Blue. Now so basically that will help secure the screw inside so that it doesn't get possibly loose. If you are using this, make sure you get the blue. The blue means removable. The other ones may not be removable or harder to remove, and then you need to actually apply heat to that, and I haven't done that, and I hope I don't ever have to. So make sure you're using the right one on that. You don't necessarily have to get the Loctite brand. There are other brands that offer that, so see what you can find out there. So I think the most important thing when you're doing a bracelet sizing is, well, one, if scratches bother you, I would say just go to the authorized dealer and have them do it for you, because you're going to scratch it until you get really good at it, and even then mistakes happen. So I use this surface. This is actually a valet trade that I made out of leather, and I think it works very well. I use this to put my watches, at night, because I don't want to actually put them against the table, and helps to not scratch them. So, but I actually found that this one works really good with changing tools. So you want to have a place that is not going to move, and it's very stable. So here I'm going to move this out, and as you can see, I have two half links there. And I actually don't like having that because I think it's not as stable. And the reason I had that on there was because I also have the rubber bee band, and it's a little too tight for me, so that's why I added that half link so that the size would be loose. Because actually I got the rubber bee band in the winter, fits great, but then in the summer and with the heat and everything, I actually do need another half size there. So I'm hoping to take that out as well. That's my goal. So make sure you have a stable position so that you can do this. And then because this is the extra half link, this one is connected to the clasp itself. I'm going to remove that one. It's 12 o'clock one. So, here you just have to make sure that you're putting the screw in, and you can see, again, you need to see very closely, otherwise it's going to be easy to scratch it. The 1.6 should be a perfect fit there. Just put that in, and then just give it a little bit of pressure to the left, and you see it comes out very easily. Now, if you slide it back and forth, you're going to get scratches inside the screw, which, if you're a bit OCD, you're definitely going to be able to see that. So, as you can see, there are some scratches there. If you look closely, you can see, but it's actually in pretty good condition. I think later I'll probably try to get some new screws. Maybe when I buy my next watch, I'll ask if I can get some. Okay, so that's good. Okay, well now I'm going to have to do this one as well in order to remove this one. So, because I'm going to remove that link, I'm going to put this screw back in here and then tighten it, and then I'm going to leave it in there, and then I'll put it in a plastic bag and put it with this watch, with the original box, so that later, if I do sell it, I have all of the links. Okay, good. Now when you're unscrewing it, do make sure that you have a firm position when your screw is in there. There you go. So there you go. So that is going to go in my collection. Putting that away. And then this is going to... So this is 12 o'clock. I was hoping to remove one and add it there, but I'm gonna try it. Maybe I'm gonna try it quickly to see how the size is for me. 12 o'clock needs more though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have 5 full links here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 full links here. So that's about right. I'm going to tighten this one quickly and then see how the size is before I remove one from the other side and bring it in. So I would say this is probably much easier than if you're changing the band. So let's say you want to change to the rubber B band, or to even take off um, the bracelet because you want to put like a NATO strap. That's actually it's a bit more work, more difficult to take off the strap. Okay, so that's a bit too loose. I'm going to tighten this up here. So actually, you know, the way this pushes in a lot, it feels a lot more stable. Okay. Still a little bit too loose, so let me tighten it up a little bit more. Push it in a bit more. Push it too far. But this might be a good fit. It's not too bad. It's actually a bit tight right now. So I was kind of hoping to have the clasp more here. This is actually there, but I'm thinking this could be a good fit. Let me loosen this a little bit more and then see how I like it. And sometimes with this, you know, you just have to find the right size. I actually think it's good right now. And I'm just thinking if I moved another one from 6 o'clock to here, it's gonna be I don't know how it's gonna feel. So, but this one seems quite good. So I'm probably just gonna keep it as is. So I mean, there you have it. Very simple bracelet resizing on the Submariner 114060. I really love this watch. So if there's anything you want to know about it, feel free to ask some questions. Be happy to go over it. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.